Today, we're in Aberdeenshire and we're going to look at how to entice people to comment on your posts. You have to hit them in the funnies or hit them in the feels, aka give them something emotive that they want to engage with. Now, Pedal Power is a cycle centre based in Inverurie. They post a lot on social media with a variety of posts with everything from their bikes through to races, through to them celebrating their customers, through to personal posts, such as this one. This is them just being out and about. And again, more about their products, but we're going to talk about this one. So this post got them more comments than most of their other posts by a fairly big margin. And that's because they made a little joke, which unless you put the caption together with the image, you might not have even noticed. So those with a keen eye did and had a little giggle with them. So here they said, had a few helmets delivered today. And then they've put their links, which is great. But so a few helmets delivered today, and then obviously they've got hundreds of boxes there, which again would just make people have a bit of a giggle. And as you can see from the reactions, a lot of people have laughed, people have given the shocked face, all that kind of thing, which is always really funny. And then if we look at the comments themselves, people have gotten behind it as well. Thanks for the heads up. Any in my colour. If you want to get ahead, get a helmet, big heads, etc. So this is, it's just made people have a bit of a giggle, got involved, and then again, they're now all talking about the brand and they're all kind of having a bit of a joke. So this is about really understanding your customers. It's about seeing a photo opportunity and taking it, and then it's just about making light of a situation. And by making light and telling a story in a funny way, it's just a great way to encourage comments, and which is what you need on social media. You can also provoke comments by talking about a tough subject in an honest or authentic way, or perhaps even asking people for an opinion, because people love to give opinions. Either way, whether you make people laugh or whether you make people cry, it's all about creating a two-way conversation and a genuine connection with your potential customer. So then if I noticed, if I was this business, that a particular post had worked really, really well, I'd want to look at how I could do more of it. So if you go to your dashboard on Maybe, then what you would start to do is start to look at your dashboard and start to monitor it on, at the very least, a weekly basis by having a look at what works, what doesn't. That was your content calendar, which you can also take a look at as well. But I'd be wanting to take a look at, on the very least, as I say, a weekly basis. I'd be wanting to look at my content. So here you can actually schedule your content as well if you've not tried that yet. But I'd be wanting to look at what's my best post, which is here. I'd be then wanting to look at all of my stats. I'd be wanting to look at what works for me. I'd be wanting to look at the most used hashtags. And then, but what in the what works for me section, you can also look at your paid engagement. So that's your paid for posts, and then your organic, which would be in pink. And you'd want to be looking at the peaks and troughs, and you can actually click in there to find out what's the most engaged and why. You can look at the sentiment. You can look at who's got influence. You can see what's being said about you. But ultimately, the key here is, if this is your best post and you see that, I don't know, a graph or a particular product is regularly your best post, then you would be wanting to go in there and ensure that you're doing more of that. Now, if you've got any questions whatsoever, make sure you go in and you click the little blue button on the dashboard. It connects you with us 24/7. We love to help.